Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Viktor mid lane into a Akali. Viktor got buffed this patch where his shield from his Q got a better base and also AP ratio just slightly buffed. So you just have a bigger shield when you use your Q. It's not like something insane, but it's still made it so a lot of people are trying him out all over again. He is a very good team fighter. He could be sometimes crazy inside a laning phase. Because he can be a lane bully because his Q is really effective. He also has like a guaranteed harass ability, which is his E. But I would say that it normally is easier to probably solo kill like and get the lane bully status of being able to push somebody out of a lane, usually versus people who don't have as much regen as Akali, because Akali regen is kind of ridiculous. But why he's so insane is because you usually start off with your Q. We'll just run down his abilities super fast, which is your passive is that whenever you last hit something, you get a stack. When you get to 100 stacks, you can upgrade an ability. That's your basic ability. When all of your basic abilities are upgraded, you can actually upgrade your ultimate as well, but that's only when they're all done. You also get stacks from cannon minions that are bigger, and you also get stacks from champion takedowns, which is killer assist, and that gives you 25, which is the more realistic way of getting your upgrades much faster, but it's pretty rare to do that. But your Q is that you press a button, you will shoot an ability towards them, and it's point and click, and you will get a shield, and it will damage them, and then your next auto attack is empowered. So it kind of feels like the ability early on is kind of overloaded because you get a shield, it does damage, and then increases your next auto attack. Of course, like the auto attack is not going to deal as much as like anything, like not what am I trying to say here? The auto attack is not going to deal like as much as just like a separate ability, but it still feels really good because you also get a shield back and stuff. So it just is powerful in my opinion. We're just going to harass her a little bit more. My E is the laser beam, which is what I'm using quite frequently against her. That's what you max first. It's AoE, and it's kind of like guaranteed to hit no matter what if you're good at it. It's not that difficult to hit people with it because it's a vector cast, which means that you like choose an area and then you can move this, and it's fast. The laser beam coming out is like undodgeable. If you're wanting to be good at Viktor, you basically should land like 90% of your lasers. It doesn't matter if they're melee or ranged. You should always be landing this. It is ridiculously powerful. It doesn't have that much damage onto it. It only has a 50% AP ratio. Your W is a gravity field that goes on the ground. When people are standing in it, they're slowed. And then also when they're standing inside of it for a little bit, then they get stunned. So you can use that as like a safety tool when you're getting all in, but you don't really use inside a laning phase that much unless you're getting like ganked or something. And then your ultimate is an AoE inside of a team fight that does damage over time. Every single second, it will like do a burst, and then that has a 35% AP ratio for the burst. So because it does 6 bursts, it's a lot of damage, of course. And you can see how like even versus something that is annoying to sometimes push out a lane, we can be a lane bully versus her, right? Because we just consistently can harass with my E. And then sometimes if she steps up too far, we can like try to hit her with my Q as well. So this is why I consider Viktor a lane bully, because it's just so dang hard to manage. Am I like getting ganked or something? Why did she just do that? I just hit her again, so now she has no potion and is quite low, but it's not like I could probably get her here. But she is very, very chunked, and it would be cool to be able to kill her, obviously. She used an ability, so I finally missed one of my lasers, but that's because I made a mistake. Oh, man, this is kind of a weird situation to be in. Huh, she actually... You know what? I should be fine here, but that's okay. I'm just going to try to shove this out quick. I hope that this Warwick doesn't gank me. Please tell me this one-shots the wave. Oh, thank goodness. Because she shouldn't be able to get back fast enough to, like, honestly ruin my own wave state. So I'm just going to base here. In fact, it looks like she'll just stick around for it, which is I'm okay with. When I saw that she didn't reach level 6, I figured maybe I could like pop my ultimate and try to all in. Clearly was wrong. Not very good. My ultimate will be down for a little bit. It's not probably going to like change the outcome of the laning phase too much because we'll mostly still be farming. But a little bit of a waste, I guess. My ultimate or for the upgrades, you usually do your E first, then Q, then W. Your E becomes something that leaves an aftershock behind, and when it leaves the aftershock, it has an 80% AP ratio instead of 50%, so the total is 130, but the aftershock takes a while to go off, so usually you have to, like, do it inside of your gravity field, so a lot of times your poke is just the crappy laser that has, like, an okay base damage and it has an okay AP ratio, but not, like, insanely OP. So you have to, like, use both during the early game, but you can still see, like, how difficult it is for her to, like, do stuff. I'm trying to just stop her from getting this shove off. I guess I was focusing too much on talking because Rengar wanted me to ward something, but I didn't. I don't know where she went. We almost have our first upgrade. I'm just gonna harass her a little bit with my E again, because that's what we want to be doing non-stop inside of the lane. If I'm ever gonna miss a minion because I feel like I can't get it, I'll just use my auto attack or my Q very quickly to secure it. And yeah, we just kind of like poke with E over and over again and just see if she steps up close enough to use our Q. And we can even like keep a freeze like this too, which is not that bad. Dang, dude, I even like pinged it, but I pinged it too much, too like late, I guess. So they're just gonna die for it. They're definitely dead. I know that there's no way to escape that. I also gave up some minions too. I wasn't able to get it, but oh well. I don't think that I can get to her without being in a strange spot, so... There was no way to, like, cut her off from getting back mid. This isn't a bad spot to be in for, like, not being able to ever die to her, though, because the thing is that her champion, without her ultimate, can't really contest me very well. So I should be okay here. I'm trying to save my laser so I can use it on her instead of the wave, because I just feel like it would be the best thing to do. But I think that she knows that I see her. I never want to get hit by her E, of course. So I'm just sidestepping to make sure that when she uses it, I just don't get hit by it. Is Malphite okay, brother? Dude, he didn't even use his R. Okay, whatever. Malphite didn't use his ultimate. He's 0-4. Okay, nice try, nice try. If he used his ultimate there, I might have been able to kill Warwick. Warwick flashed preemptively because he thought that he was going to, like, die to me because he probably thought he was going to get Malphite ultied into my combo, and my combo will, like, maybe lock him down long enough to kill. But, hey, I mean, this is sometimes how it just goes for mid lane, too, where, I'd kind of consider Viktor more of a scaling pick than like, I'm gonna immediately win just the laning phase. You can, like, push somebody out and stuff, and I feel like I'll have a better team fight than the Akali, but no kills. Not unless she makes a huge mistake of, like, trying to fight me and makes an error. So she'll probably just try to clear out this wave, but if she does that, I'm kind of chilling with... Oh, okay. All in. Got it. I should be fine, but I don't know if I even needed a flash there. I guess her all-in is actually more damage than I was anticipating, so my bad. Oh my gosh, Rengar is coming in. Because she has no R, I probably can still shove this out, so that's what I'll try. Try to hit the melees and the casters at the same time to make it even easier for yourself. I, like, have... basically a full buy here. I'm just going to be waiting for the teamfight stage, what it feels like this game, and that's okay with me, because I already know that Viktor teamfighting is absolutely crazy, so I'm fine with that type of gameplay. They have a lot of AP damage, don't they? I'm just going to build Sword Boots, because I just want to be faster versus Akali, because it's super annoying when she's faster than me, so she can just run me down. Our next upgrade is our Q, which gives us bonus movement speed every single time we use it. Our E makes it so our ability slow for 1 second, but it does not make your ultimate periodic damage slow. It just means the initial cast, so it's mostly for your E and your Q. Think of it like a mini Rylai's, so you can kite better. So when you have the upgraded Q and W, you can kind of kite out melee characters pretty well, unless they're like going to one-shot you or something, because they're like an assassin or they have like a bunch of dash moves. She'll just use all of her abilities here. I'll poke her still pretty far away. This could end up really bad for me. I'm on the way, but... Akali just tried to get me, but failed. It doesn't seem like we can really do too much here, can we? Even if I ulti that... Okay, well, that was just unfortunate that the other person lived. But that's just like... Oh. And Janna dies. Dang. Well, oh well. I mean, what can we do? Why is my E not going off? That was weird. I haven't really played Viktor in, like, a couple months, really. Like, so I have to get used to some of his mechanics again, because he's kind of been out of the meta for a while since this change. I was trying to gravity field into E into ultimate, because when you get stuck inside the gravity field, that means the aftershock will land no matter what, and if you land the aftershock, it's, of course, going to hit pretty dang hard. Because Malphite's not top, that's where I'm going to rotate next. We got to assist the team a little bit. The game is 11-11. The Scion is super fed, but we have a really fed Vayne. I feel like bot lane, enemy bot lane isn't that far behind, though. They're still pretty useful. I mean, just like how our 1-in-5 Malphite is useful, he can just press R on people still to, like, make himself do stuff for us, right? I tried shoving in top. I have my second upgrade. I hope I'm not going to walk into Warwick. I'm pretty sure I would instantly die. Because top lane was shoved, I'm just going to go somewhere else. So yeah, now we're fast. All the time. Because as long as I can just consistently press Q onto things, especially minions, I can just continue speeding myself up, so it's really crazy. Having 30% movement speed is very powerful. I also almost have level 2 ultimate. We're just gonna probably play for like fights around objectives and stuff for now. Just gonna continue farming mid lane and just waiting. Your ultimate also does interrupt channels, so if you ultimate like Warwick, it's a channeled ability with his ultimate, so you can cancel it. Of course, if he's doing it to you, though, you can't cast your R. But your R does have a cast time, so if Warwick was to ulti me and I press my R on top of myself, you can sometimes buffer it, which was kind of convenient. I didn't get hit by anything, which is good. I didn't know if maybe another fight was going to go on, so that's why I was sticking around in case Vayne got caught, but that's not what happened. Being alone versus Akali is going to suck. I guess we're not necessarily alone, though, because Rengar is here, but still, this is not easy to kill. Okay, Rengar is still here. It's because he just wants the turret, I guess? I don't even know if we would win 2v2. But hey, we got it. Without a skirmish really going off. Malphite is gonna struggle at probably stopping the Scion from taking that turret topside, right? Just assuming. The next itemization could be a lot of different things. It looks like people usually go like Horizon Focus or Liandry's next. I am kind of a fan of Horizon Focus, so I think I want to go that. So I'll just build Fiendish. I'll TP in to see if I can assist with this. Rengar is not here, and I TP'd in an area that is maybe a little bit dangerous. Got one. She'll die too. I have my next upgrade now, which is the slow effect, which is pretty good. Nice. I was waiting for Rengar to snare, because if he snares her, it's so powerful. because it will prevent her from using ultimate. And that is why my champion is really annoying to play versus. Isn't Lux gonna try to ulti me? No, she just killed the Rengar instead. I'm just gonna back off pretty far just in case Lux tries to R me. When you press Q onto somebody and get that big shield, I mean, the cooldown is just so short, and because I'm just slightly faster, I felt like I could maybe get away with it. He almost killed me. He did a good job at playing, probably better than I did for, like, landing his ability to slow me down, but it didn't matter. Honestly, I think we only lived because of the buffs, huh? The buffs are OP, guys. See, as you can see, I mean, I would have died otherwise if it was the previous patch, but... Can we even contest this? Because they're already on it, and, like, Malphite doesn't have R. Huh. I could probably just fight this and just kill this guy. The thing is that if people ever step up towards Viktor and there's like a long lane situation, if you can... For Morgana, she has a black shield, which is annoying, so if I break it, I can slow her with my W upgrade, because that's what we have. We have every single upgrade but my ultimate. And then I'm also speeding myself up, so if I just blow everything, even though we're not stunning her, we can still kill. You have to, like, play it like, I know she'll probably try to all-in me, right? I mean, I hit her, but there's no way. I mean, if he landed the second part of his ability, he probably could have killed. He missed his next E, which was the snare. That's right, though. We can still just pressure this together. Huge, guys. We are very, very fed. I have my ultimate now. The ultimate now will extend the duration by 3 seconds each time a takedown happens and get larger and move faster. So the storm is easier to keep on top of people's heads, and it can become such a huge area that if a Baron teamfight is happening or something, that can be substantial where everybody's just getting hit by it if they have to, like, be forced to finish the Baron or, like, Otacon. It's just really good in the clumped fights. I mean, Viktor is just a really good champion for clumped fights in general, but it doesn't mean that he's not decent in 1v1 because of his kiting. I would say that, like, in an equal game versus Akali, if she had 2 items and I did, in most cases, I would imagine she just easily beats me, because I can't stun her or keep her locked down in my field. But if you sometimes kite it out, there's some circumstances where if Akali messes up trades or, like, plays too badly around the shield and stuff, then we can do stuff. As you can see, just big trades again. I'm just gonna leave. Malphite's top versus the other guy. I'll grab the blue buff. Otacon's coming up, so that's why I'm even bot side in the first place. And I was only mid because nobody was there. Even though I'm 4-0, I have no bounty. I guess that's because their Scion's so strong. I feel like Deathcap would probably be crazy on my champion, but so would Zhonya's for a defensive option. She'll die here. Rengar and me were looking, and I could tell that Rengar was holding onto his snare on purpose. So when he throws his snare, if it lands, I'll just burn everything just to go for the kill. Which is exactly what we did. I almost hit her there by predicting that she would move that way, but... Just poking, I'm just trying to get them away from wanting to contest this. Because I feel like my control is crazy good of these little tiny corridors, and then if they try to initiate, then we can just fight it afterwards, so... Just let them try to go on us, and if they fail, then this type of fight can happen. My E landed on her pretty well. Lux landed a crazy combo onto me and Rengar, so we both got one shot. Jeez, that hurt pretty bad. I was so focused on the Akali that I did not see that the Lux was in such a good position to hit two of us. It's not bad, though. We were not even worth the shutdown, so who really cares, right? Who really cares? Our Q total AP ratio is what? 90%. So Q lands, does the damage, then the auto attack, if you get the auto attack off, does 50. You can go Lich Bane on Viktor. I feel like higher AP is better than Lich Bane, though, based off of what I've seen, like, win rate-wise. But yeah, it's not a bad thing to have, because Viktor is kind of short range, because he's a battle mage, right? He's supposed to be, like, up in front, but if he's left unattended, he can turn the tides of the team fight pretty easily. He doesn't have pick, but his control inside of the team fight is kind of not fair. We should just be doing the dragon for sure, because Warwick just top. But Rengar is just trying to go for a kill. He might be able to just do it on his own, I guess, because he is Rengar, and Rengar does have mechanics against Akali that are pretty good, like being able to reveal her stealth, for instance. You know what? Maybe I just TP. And the reason why I'm TPing is because I'll just stay with the team around the Baron, because that's the next objective, because there's not going to be objectives on bot side for a while now. And I'll just, have Malphite probably be the one that goes bot. I don't feel like... Do I need to rotate on this? Yeah, so I'm just trying to cut him off with my thing here so he just can't run away. Very simple. Maybe Rengar did something bad and is caught and gonna die. I'm still a bit afraid of Akali fighting me, just because I don't feel like my champion can deal with her burst very easily, and it's difficult to keep her locked down in my damage. Could be wrong, though. It might be easier than I expected, because I am significantly up in gold. I'm up like 55 or 45 farm here, and that's a lot of money, honestly, having that much. I have top lane completely shoved in, but I don't feel like I can continue split pushing. I'd rather just group and try to siege with the team, if anything. Team's a bit caught, but nobody really died. Okay, I got her flash just by running at her. I didn't get hit by her ability. She might use her ultimate here to get this. I'm just trying to use my Q not to take farm, but I'm trying to use it just so I'm constantly speeding myself up. I'm still down to fight this, I guess, but... Damn, I cannot move for ages. When you get hit by a singular snare, it's just completely doomed. My bad. I was CC'd for a little bit of time there. If I was able to see the binding come out sooner, I probably could have stayed alive. And that's why Zhonya's could be good. But I still want to go decap just because I enjoy full burst Viktor too, though. Like, the amount of damage you can deal is so ridiculous. I'm level 16, my ultimate ticks for 260 per second, and we can make it quite large. That's why I even wanted to fight, because the Akali dying to my Storm actually made it grow. And I was hoping that I could, like, continue that. Clearly failed, but that's what we were trying to do. I'm just going to wait in base, because we only need the small amount of money to get this. Perfect. 550 AP. This hits for like 1,000 if it hits both parts. This hits for like 800. And of course, like, this can hit for a pretty substantial amount, especially with it being AoE and stuff, but it takes a while because it has to be like ticks of it. Since Rengar is not here, I'm just trying to take this because nobody else is going to be taking it. So that has been taken. Perfect. Okay. Well, I don't really know what just happened there, but sure. Bean might be able to get a kill. Dang, I thought that I timed that honestly pretty well, too. Because you always try to time it where it's perfect. Ooh, that's a big stop. I'm stuck, though. Man, stopping their base there was kind of huge. Yeah, we can probably do Baron now. Just start it. If only I got off my ultimate, dude. I feel like I could have done even more, but... oh well. All is tank because I have my Q to shield myself for now until Malphite gets up. And yeah, it's just gone so quickly, huh? What is the plan? I do slow and stuff. Warwick might try to ulti me still, just waiting for it. We can just leave, I guess. Oh, this guy's ulting in. Malphite doesn't have R. Oh, he disconnected. I was like, where is Rengar going? This... could be insane, I guess. No, it didn't work? Dang. No, my pentakill! No! Okay, so I was able to pop my ultimate, and the ultimate started off with killing somebody, so it grew in size and it will last longer, and I almost was able to kill Sion with Rengar together, because if we could do that together, then it would have grown again, and I was just going to continue going. But yeah, that's like what I'm talking about with, like, you can turn around fights. My teammates did a wonderful job at, like, just getting somebody low, because that's all I need. If anybody's low and I just drop everything, the amount of, like, control of the team fight just gets crazy, right? So that's why, I went back in, even though Rengar DC'd, because I saw that Vayne was doing a good job at not just immediately dying and getting somebody chunked for me to follow up on. Damn, I am, kinda rich right now. A little bit. Damn, I can full buy a Zonya's? That's kinda crazy. I'll just do that. That's nuts. 740 AP. My Q hits for 1,000 now. This guy has, like, no magic resist, too. I kind of shred him. I can easily kite him out. I do feel like he would probably not want to fight me, though, unless he had other people in the area trying to help him. I don't understand why he would ever, like, fight me in the first place. I don't see anybody on the minimap, so I'm just trying to look at where the enemy could be. Because if they don't show anywhere, that probably means that they're, like, camping to try to find a pick, right? Because I haven't seen Lux and Morgan so long. Okay, we see them mid, so we're good to go on that. Now we just start preparing ourselves to try to just take something else. It's kind of difficult to siege versus their team comp if the Lux really focuses on just wave clearing. Without Baron, I don't know if we can actually shove. Because she's so dang annoying. Ooh, my damage, though, when I land my E is so ridiculous. Yeah, I feel like we maybe just play for Baron. Honestly, guys, I feel like this is kind of a waste of time to try to shove out. Also, can Rengar do this? This blue buff is up, brother. Look. Take it. Huh? Malphite also can initiate. I guess that's maybe what he's trying to ping for. I can't go this way because it takes too long. Rengar's just sitting top, okay. Oh my goodness, my amount of damage that guy was so bonkers. I kind of want to go Lich Bane last just to make it so my Q hits so hard. It's so funny when you have Lich Bane and then your Q into auto attack hits for like 1400. Wow, she does half of my Vayne's HP. Because everybody's basing and stuff, I probably just shouldn't do anything. I do have enough to buy a Medjai's if I really wanted to and not go for the Lich Bane too. Damn, he must have been waiting in that brush for so long. That's very nice, though, because he got a kill at a... Actually, never mind. I was going to say maybe Baron will spawn before she can do something, but that's not the case. They're trying to find a pick mid lane, but this can end up really bad for them really fast. I know that it will hit me with stuff, but I have my teammates around, so I feel like it's okay. I almost walked into that. Jeez. I am going to unfortunately die because I got CC'd before I could Zanya, so I got hit by Big Burst. I did almost kill Lux because they both got stunned. It wasn't enough. I think the game's just over, though. We win. GG. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Viktor commentary on the new champion. The next game... Oh, wait, actually it might not be over. I take it back. Damn, the Kali just goes in, just immediately gets completely crushed. I just think about what I wanted to buy. You could also go Banshees, too. You could honestly do both if you really wanted to. I feel like that's not even that bad. It just seems kind of fun to do Lich Bane, though, and just see if I can play aggressive with Flash and limit test a little bit. Because limit testing is kind of fun when you get fed. Can I even, like, get it done, though? Should I just blue pot right now? Because it would suck if I just, like, can't even finish it when I could have just blue potted. Yeah, I mean, Rengar got a kill. I don't have Zanya's here, so when Akali jumps on me, she can, like, try to duel. I'm probably not even needing to, use my ultimate because it's just a waste. She'll just run away. As soon as I jump on her, she does not want to deal with this. Janna's caught. I don't know what Janna's doing. I don't know why she's up there. Dude, I am so close to my item. It is crazy. Man, I'm probably not going to be able to finish it, am I? We can just probably hit bot lane. I know that they might try to commit onto me here with, like, Warwick or something, but... Or Scion, we'll see. You knocked me up again. Well played. He knocked me up so I couldn't Sonya's. So the smallest knockup was enough CC where I died to the Lux ultimate because it went off at the perfect timing when I got knocked up. Dang, dude. Well played. No, we're throwing the game. This is kind of okay, though. Because I am glad that I get to at least get to play at full build. Because playing at full build is fun. Vayne is doing the correct play, which is just go to the last inhib and just take it to triple inhib, because that's like the best way to just win outright without throwing. I was pushing out bot because taking bot inhib was still important, so that's what I wanted to help out with. Vayne probably wants to honestly try to duel. I bet she wants to fight them even though she knows that there's a chance that it can throw the game. So because of that, I'll TP in. No! I couldn't flash over the wall? I'm pissed, dude. I'm actually so frustrated that my flash didn't go over that wall. You can flash over this wall. It's not that difficult. You have to be, like, right here. But, oh well. If I flash over there, I can hit everybody with the just immediate hit. That's what I wanted. Oh well. How sad. And now if I upload this, everybody's gonna see it. But it is what it is, isn't it? Akali is going crazy. I feel like that she just dies here. I don't really know what she's intending to do to run away from this. Lux isn't even full build yet. She has not made it to that outcome just yet. I have 1,300 gold, or 1,300 damage on this. Actually, it's more than that. It's like 1,450 on just my E. Without Gathering Storm too. Mid lane is the fastest way to get to top lane, so that's why we're just running it down mid. We got to arrive. We could always play for Baron if we think that we can't siege top too, because if Lux does have too much of an issue with that type of preventing us from stopping her, that is annoying, and we can like go do something else instead if need be. Oh, never mind. They just kind of gave it. Cool. Sick. My ultimate, unfortunately, isn't going to get a single thing done, but who cares? It's because of the Zhonya's and the flash from them, so they easily run away. Game's done regardless, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Of the Viktor with the buffs and stuff. Got to witness me fail flashing over a wall. And stay tuned for game 2 if you want to see how Viktor can be a lane bully in lane, because it was supposed to be game 1, but it was kind of ridiculous how I got fed early on, basically, and it just made it so I could do so much. Did a little bit more damage than Vayne. You usually, inside of a long game, should have, like, most damage dealt because you have a lot of AoE. But anyways, thanks for watching again. See you guys later. Have a great day. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Viktor mid lane into a, Vladimir. My champion got buffed recently. We have a stronger shield on our Q. Viktor is kind of like a battle mage. He's somewhat short range, has good scaling through his ultimate, which could be game-changing later on. He has really good kite, but usually his kite is good against melee characters and not characters that have like point-and-click abilities, but rather things that you can actually like dodge. So we'll see how it goes during the early game. We'll just Q this guy for a little bit of damage. You can play Viktor sometimes as a lane bully, depending on what your verse is, because your Q is a super, super strong ability. What it does is that it is a shield after you damage them with the Q, and then your next auto attack is empowered, so technically it almost feels like it has, like, 2 abilities in one, because it is not just ideal damage and shield myself, but the auto attack empowerment's kind of crazy too, so I feel like it's pretty good. I'll just auto attack him, use my E there as well. Your E is what you max first, which is your wave clear. The thing that they buffed was that they buffed the Q not the damage, but they buffed the shield part of it. So the shield base damage went up, base shield went up a little bit, but also, Viktor's, also, is this even that good for you? The AP ratio is slightly higher as well. So your shielding is just better, is, basically what has happened. I didn't really want to get Q'd here, but I think he's going to be able to hit it regardless. I was hoping to, like, hit him quickly and then get him away, but couldn't do that. You played with fire there. That guy almost straight up died. Like, that was a bit greedy. I knew that he would get his Q onto me, which sucks, because his Q3, which is a big healing one, does a lot, but I figured that I'd be able to maybe be able to get him. What? Okay, dude. You are so greedy. Alright. So, anyways, back on to what Viktor does. During level 1, sometimes you can start E versus the matchups that kind of outrange you. Otherwise, Q is usually your beginning stuff, because if you just run at somebody and you can land the Q into auto attack onto most people, even if you're versus a Syndra, if Syndra Qs you, but you got to hit her with the Q and also auto attack, then you'll usually win the trade. Do you stop me? Nope. Just barely. In fact, let's build anti-heal first, I guess. Just TP back mid lane. We can buy a refillable as well. Viktor's E is guaranteed to basically hit no matter what. It has been nerfed, I think, when Viktor was meta because of how ridiculous it is. Because your Q is a point-and-click ability, so people respect that, but your E is what you max first and what you can use to wave clear with. He'll just run away. I mean, there's no way to really stop him here. I made him pool, which is pretty convenient. I got him super low. He might just die because he once again just, like, overstepped and gets punished for it, which is sick. Viktor's passive, we'll just, like, quickly run down the abilities. So Q is that, your Viktor's passive is that all of his abilities can eventually be upgraded by getting stacks to 100. Once you have 100, you can choose your basic abilities to stack. When all of your basic abilities are done, you can also finally level up your ultimate. You get them by killing minions, and then you also get more from cannons, and then also takedowns from enemies give you 25, which is the most realistic way of getting a huge amount. So, because I've gotten 2 assists, that's huge, because then I can get my first upgrade, which substantially increases the amount of stuff that I can do on my champion. How it works is that with the upgrades, you usually always will max or, like, upgrade your E first, and then your Q, and then finally your W, and you can only do your ultimate last, so of course that's going to be, like, the final one. And the reason why E first is because your E damage is a 50% AP ratio, so it's not that high. So the poke that you deal is mostly base damage and maybe some damage from, like, it just being, like, okay. But a lot of times, it's just, like, what's strong about it is the consistent damage from it more than anything else. I know that I'm maybe greeting a little bit. I made it so he didn't heal for as much. I know that he probably wants me to, like, ulti him, but I'm just gonna go and I'll probably not be able to beat him, so that's why I'm trying to show some respect. I'll just ulti him here just to get some poke off, because honestly, getting him just a little bit lower I think is just needed. That was so bad. Oh no. I used my E in a really awkward manner, because now he might try to all in. We'll see, though. If he doesn't, then this is pretty chill. I'm just going to try to shove in the wave quickly. So what our first upgrade was our E, which makes it so there's an aftershock of where the laser beam is. And the laser beam aftershock is an 80% AP ratio, so it's higher than the actual beam itself. So it tries to make it where you will hopefully stun them with your gravity field, which is your W. Put down a field. If an enemy stands inside of it for a few moments, they'll get stunned. If they leave it, they don't get stunned. Otherwise, they just get slowed from it. I'm on the way. Everybody's dead. So this game is, like, basically completely won, I guess. I don't really know if they can come back from a deficit like this, but we'll see. Orin died topside. He's 0-2. That's okay, though. That guy is, like, a little bit low. Where your Q upgrade is that you get movement speed whenever you activate it. You get 30%. That is insane for kiting. Absolutely nuts. It also gives you a bigger shield, too. So your shield gets kind of huge, and it's a very low CD, which allows you to fight people easier. My W makes it so my basic ability is slow. Oh, I actually missed that. And that's super useful for kiting because it's like a tiny Rylai's. Your ultimate will not slow. And your ultimate is just an AoE that does a... As long as people are inside of it, it will try to follow them. You can move it around. But you try to use it in such a way... Oh, you actually pulled? Ah, Phase Rush is busted, dude. Oh, well. I can, like, chunk the crap out of him, though. And honestly, getting him this low probably is still pretty good for us. Because he's in a really awkward situation whenever he gets chunked like this. Got him more chunked. I might get ganked, but if I get ganked, do I even die? No, not yet. He actually just only did ultimate. I didn't know what he would do, if he was going to flash or not, or just, like, use EQ first. Oh, he died for it, too. So I have my second upgrade now, too. Yeah, this game is looking pretty dang good, isn't it? So we'll just base here. I'm pretty happy with the outcome of everything that's been going on. We'll just go by our last chapter. This is when Viktor starts getting a bit ridiculous with his wave clear and stuff, because finally I can spam my E way more frequently. My mana pool isn't as tiny. I have decent amount of AP, so when I'm able to hit all of my abilities consecutively and hopefully get the aftershock of my ability, I can, like, really chunk people out. Also, the upgrade to your ultimate is that it will cause it to... Every single takedown or kill, when you have it going, will extend the duration by 3 seconds, and the storm gets larger, so it's insane for team fighting. Because, what will happen is that... You can make it where you just drop your ultimate inside of a team fight, and as your team helps kill people, because usually it's not just you, of course, we have other carries too... Anybody dying will just make the storm larger and make it last longer, and then you'll just kind of be able to carry the fight, almost, just by having it down. Like, your teammates just can play off of it. He plays really far away, but that's, like, completely respectable. Because he knows that if he tries to play up further than he is, he probably has to put himself in a pretty dangerous position to try to fight me and stuff. I'm just going to try to still laser him from far away, while playing pretty far back, because I don't want to give this, Jarvan much room for ganking. We see that he's bot side, so I think I'm okay here. Poking him again. I can't step up until the Faded Ashes stops. And you can see that this guy just can't do anything at this point. I mean, he's just completely screwed. This is why I consider Viktor a lane bully. If you ever get a tiny lead onto him, you basically just constantly take damage from my E because it's so fast, but then every single wave I shove so dang quick that it feels like you're just stuck. Like, what is this guy supposed to do to get out of this situation, right? And then, like, if he ever steps up, then I just all-in him. So what happened is that he stepped up, tried to get the wave, I'm gonna punish him for it, and then now we just have a bigger lead, and then when I come back, I'll be even stronger. We almost have our next evolution of our abilities, so it becomes even more challenging. I already have the movement speed. You can see how fast I am. And the next one is going to be like the Rylai's. So then everybody will get slowed and stuff, so I can kite them even easier. It just makes the game so easy once you have all of your upgrades. They're kind of really influential. Some abilities are way more influential than others for Viktor, but I feel like he kind of has, like... All of them are just huge spike points. I feel like the Q is... Like, the wave clear one is good, but it's still kind of difficult to land the aftershock onto people, but the Q movement speed one is so crazy. Of course, the ultimate one is pretty good, too. The AP ratio on it is very good, too. It's 35%, and it lasts 6 seconds, and that's per second, so 35 times 6. And then that doesn't even count the 50% as the initial cast, so it's a lot, right? It's a huge AP ratio. This guy's just dead. He can't really do anything. This guy's also in a very strange position top. I wonder if he's diveable or something. Because he looks like he's clearing out the wave or just making it so it can't crash. So I think I just leave and just go back mid. That's fine with us, though. I mean, we have the gigantic lead that I feel like they can't come back from. We'll see, though. Depends on if we throw. I feel like... Did he go bot? Yeah, I had a feeling. Because you guys are kind of far up down there. Looks like they might still be able to win. Plus, I'm just going to hit mid lane turret and just continue pressuring because getting more turrets is huge. Sure, it might suck that Caitlyn dies, but she's not even worth the big shutdown in the first place, so who really cares? They're not really taking objectives, and I feel like objectives are sometimes the things that really allow you to come back, especially with, like, objectives, objectives, including making it an objective to, like, kill Master Yi, because he's actually worth a ton. Because my bot lane was fed and still returned kills, so technically the amount of gold that they got is just not really that good. I'm kind of okay with this guy hitting me. I really don't want to ulti him. I feel like it's a waste. Because there's no reason to, and we're already so strong. So I'm just not going to really worry about that. The next item could be so many different things. It seems like most people go Horizon Focus. I'm kind of down to try that. It sounds pretty good. High AP, high CDR. Lichbane is sometimes purchased on my champion because your Q is very powerful and it has a 50% AP ratio. Lichbane has also a good AP ratio on it, right? So if you combine it, you'll have AP ratio of 40% plus 50, so you have a 90%. And that's not even counting the Q damage itself, so it's more like 130% or something on just that, not even counting your E or anything else. But yeah, that's how you can abuse lane, I guess, on Viktor. We got fortunate enough to get a lead, and then you can, like, really push that. I would say that's not normally the case, but maybe next game we can show a longer one. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Viktor in Arena. Starting off with Prismatic, definitely will make Viktor a bit better. I don't think that Viktor is necessarily that crazy in Arena. I'm kind of down for a Spell Wake, I guess. I don't feel like Mad Scientist is really that good, but I'm gonna just reroll once. Ooh, Giant Slayer is really good too. But honestly, I think Spell Wake might be okay, because we do kind of feel very low CD. And I don't know. Somewhat longish range. I mean, it's not that good at long range because it has to, like, hit them, but oh well. Yeah, she probably is saying something about that just because Spell Wake is just not good, usually. Hey, nice kill. I'm just gonna put this down. So is this guy just not gonna res his ally, or... He just, like, ran towards us. The thing is that Spell Wake, like, causes an aftershock explosion, but unless they're running towards you, it, like, technically just never really lands on people, so that's why it's so trash. I mean, that round, it did 173 damage, which makes it feel like it landed, like, twice out of many abilities. But hey, at least, Diana has something probably a little bit better than mine, and hopefully we can, like, figure out a way to make this work later on. I bet that, like, it's not the complete worst, right? It's probably gonna be somewhat alright. I hope. in the future. Otherwise, it could have been extremely brief to get this. I don't really know. I also don't know how it works with tick-based stuff like my ultimate. I imagine it probably doesn't work that crazily with it, but it must proc it at least twice, right? The first initial cast, then like one tick of it. I think we should have done rerolls instead of cast, but it would have not chosen me anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Do I just want to go Rod of Ages now and just make myself tanky? I feel like I do. Wait, I didn't see how Spell Wake works with my E, because my E has an Aftershock, so, okay. E? Nah, it only does it once. Yeah, those are the interactions that might, like, be so nice to have if it just procced it twice. Oh well. We did kind of take it knowing that it probably wasn't going to be the most insane thing ever. My Diana does have her ultimate. Well, good thing I have Rod of Ages to not instantly die to this. Ah, I die because I got hit by a Z. But nonetheless, you're dead too, because as soon as she kills that guy, then Clown College would just insta-kill her because they would just explode. Vi got something that is like S+ tier, super OP. My Spellbreak did 200 damage that round, which is probably less damage than like her auto attack did with one single proc of it. Hey, she won't Rod of Ages too, what do you know? Ooh, Rune Carver. Okay, that's pretty significant. I do like that. Because anytime we have something like Rune Carver, at least we have, like, stacking damage, I guess, which is pretty convenient. I'm sure Spellwake will get... Wait, did Spellwake... Oh, let me see how Spellwake works with, like, my Viktor ult. Okay, it is not proccing it. Bummer. It looks like sometimes my Spellwake on the target dummy isn't even hitting it, which is weird because it looks like it's right on top of it. Not sure why that is. Maybe if they gave it a little bit bigger AoE, that could be pretty beneficial, but... Okay, I am just dead. So what he did is just jump on me and just commit with every single resource and I insta-die. Got it. He has Summoner Roulette and he had the Fiora ultimate and that did basically all of my HP instantly. And I couldn't even like use anything ever. My Spellwake did 0 damage, which is pretty normal. It's a probably one of the worst prismatics to exist, but I figured that maybe it's a new patch and Riot does change things sometimes, and I didn't know if they maybe changed Spellwake, so I was hoping that maybe it would be useful. But it's not. So I hope Diana can continue figuring out a way of carrying me until I get other things that hopefully can make me a little bit stronger than this. We leveled up to level 10. Doomsayer, JG on you. And what do I want to go? Do I want Cosmic Drive so I can run away from people easier? Because once I get jumped on, it feels like I instantly die. But would that even save me, or is that something that I can even, like, deal with? I guess I'll go Cosmic and just hope for the best, so I can, like, hopefully run. Because if I can run away from people as I continuously stack them, maybe there's a chance that I can just get my Rune Carver kind of stacked up so I can deal damage with it. I'm just gonna use my ultimate early on. Hey, these guys seem pretty easy to beat. That's good. So those guys are even weaker than us. It's probably because this guy's going Anvil Wukong, and Anvil Wukong is kind of trash. Not very good at all. I'm hoping that my Rune Carver is just able to stack quickly when the melee targets jump on top of me, and I just drop my Gravity Field and just blow everything, and hopefully all of the damaging abilities together will be enough to like really benefit. The slow cooker is slow cooking, no? They're burning to death? Ooh, I think that he's gonna win because of the slow cooker gap. Ah, never mind. I take it back. Well, we're not in last. It's always nice, I guess. These are all pretty bad. The flash one is the only decent one. Immobilizing or grounding is not something that I can really do too frequently. Juice press is not really that good either. I mean, it's okay. They have a lot of melee characters, right? Let's just take Slime Time, because you know what? This is just like Zac W around me, and if there's people on top of me, maybe it will proc on a good timing and like deal decent damage to them. I'm taunted. Okay, good. Nice. Nice win, dude. We're pulling through. I wish this had told me how much damage I did that round with it. My Spell Wake did a whopping 600 damage. Whoa. For a Prismatic Augment, that's really bad. But we can pretend that the number is really high to make it seem like it was a good option to ever build that. So... Diana is most of our damage. They have a Master Yi who has on-hit related stuff and more on-hit related stuff to basically give him unlimited Q, just stacking. He just, like, mashes his keyboard and just wins. So that's bad. She has Rite of Ruin. I mean, I'll just try to have a Zhonya's, I guess. Maybe I can, like, try to cheese around to win. Who knows? Ooh, they even have, like, a... Galio thing going on. Huh. I'm sorry, I put myself too far out. I'm worried that the slow cooker is going to kill her before she can kill this guy. It's dependent on if she can get the plant. Because the slow cooker is stacking. Oh, it looks like she's doing okay. She might be able to win. Oh, nice, dude. I did not think that we would have any chance of winning that round, and we did. Holy crap, nice. Yeah, your Rite of Ruin probably tech is the reason that we're winning, though. She has something that is really ridiculous with, like, her abilities cause her to get a shield based off a crit, and she has something that also makes it so she's tankier with based off of that too, and she has a lot of good stuff going for her, basically. Omnivamp sometimes can be pretty useful. I mean, Magic Pen is always decent if you want to try to deal more damage. I guess I'll take Magic Pen for now and just hope that the shielding from Diana will be enough. Let's hope. Damn, the orange is coming over, but he's coming over alone, so... Yeah, my Rune Carver is getting stacked, boys. If you guys don't initiate pretty soon, you're just gonna die. I'm completely fine here. He's just over there, so I'm just gonna burn everything onto him. They just die. I don't even feel like I'm taking damage from this guy. I don't even burn Zhonya's or anything. Did 1400? Whoa, that's crazy. Not good. 1400. Like, why is Spellwake actually so trash? It's so crazy how useless it is. At this point, I feel like just remove it. Like, what is the point of even having it in the game? Not gonna lie. I don't know what champion would even be good with it. Because you would think Viktor, who has, like, I run away from you and kite you, would be decent with it. You would think. Sharing it with my ally of the plants, I guess, is pretty decent here. It's not bad. We are versus the Master Yi and Galio again? Really? Cool. Awesome. I mean, I felt like we were pretty lucky last time to beat them. I'm saving up my money in hopes of maybe being able to, like, afford a Prismatic again. But I'm not really sure why. I don't really know what I want to be building with a Prismatic, but... yeah, I'm definitely dead here. I mean, there's not much I can really do. As soon as Master Yi jumps on me, he just smashes Q, and there's basically nothing that I can deal. We did hit Gallia with one of the pillars, though, which was kind of sick. Dang, she almost is able to kill the Gallia? That's crazy. But Master Yi is Master Yi. No more revives also kind of sucks. Vi. I can sell this and buy a Prismatic. But what do I want? Probably a Dragonheart, I guess. 3 damage? Whoa, 3 damage from Spellwake. Careful. That's only the beginning of the damage too, guys. Just wait. You'll really see the power. I think I just go Bloodletters for my teammate. Not gonna lie, hey, let's make it so my teammate can deal more damage. They have a Void Staff, I'll shred their MR for you, dude. Carry me, please. Huh. Yeah, her cooldowns are kind of short, aren't they? Oh wow, she flashed away instead of actually fighting my teammate. My teammate might get screwed by Vi's Deceive, though. Oh yeah, there's no revives anymore, too. Yikes, dude. I should just put my Gratitude on top of myself, maybe, into Zhonya'd, but I don't know. Sometimes you can, like, mess it up, and that would suck. Nice, my teammate wins. Damn, never mind. This is a good showcase of how useful Viktor is, though. Not gonna. This is probably like my 6th Viktor arena game. I don't recommend ever picking this pick in arena if you want to have a fun time. If you get him in bravery, you might get lucky in something. You can make him useful, but holy crap! Versus many picks, it feels like he just does absolutely freaking nothing. So this is like a pretty good showcase of at least like what to expect when you pick. This is exactly what you will expect, guys. This is exactly how it goes. Dude, let's just build Malignance to make it so my teammate can benefit from me being able to create a burn field underneath them to shred their magic resist a little bit, too. Just everything to help out my teammate. Because she's really the player. Wow, they just gave up the one over here? Really? Huh. I mean, I don't really know how I'm supposed to catch a home-guarded guy. Cool. The Zanyas and the Rift, or not Rift, but Rune Carver was able to pull through in the end, guys. After casting your ultimate, mark all enemies for death and mark stores damage dealt to them. Does that include my teammates' damage? I do not believe so. Magic Missile is sometimes okay. Darn, dude. And we're versus the freaking Yi of all people? Like, why are we versus them instead of... I do not understand why the game wants to put us against these guys of all things. Magic Missile is probably not as useful as this, because at least I can try to burn it and just have a decent amount of damage when he tries to just one-shot me, I guess. This is probably just a loss, though. I don't think that there's any way that we ever win. Man, I wish that I could, like, tell which one is which. Hey, we win, actually. Huge. Because with Master Yi being dead, there's literally no way. Galio, you're screwed, bro. Just give up. There's no way for you to win this. Huh? Why am I not doing anything damage to him? What? Diana, yeah, your Marks Mage did 18,000. Yeah, but so my spell weight did 800, which is like kind of similar if you think about it. I'll have you know. Is it really that impressive that you did that much, bud? Don't think so. We're on an even playing field here where I am just as useful as you, I swear. I'm tanky. I got a lot of HP. Dang, look how fast she attacks, dude. Crazy. She goes so quickly, though, huh? 60,000 Rite of Ruin blocked. Here comes Vi. Ready to one-shot me. Killing time at least does a good amount of damage. Right there, it did like 1,800 true damage. Dude, my Diana's so over leveled because this game's lasting so long. She has the one that gives her a bonus level for the entire game. We get to skip combat? Yo, I can't believe we might. Okay, I can believe that we actually have a chance of winning, but that's just because my teammate's OP, so... I guess I should not be considering myself part of the team, in my opinion. Now, who wins between these guys? I feel like Master Yi wins, right? The only way that Vi wins this is Vi one-shots the Yi. Otherwise, there's no freaking way. Okay, it turns out that Master Yi, like, can spam his Q, but honestly, he's not dealing any damage whatsoever. The Vi kind of just one-shot them, and I'm terrified of her now. After seeing what she can do to those guys, I feel like that's about to happen to me. Is it not worth to, like, honestly sell her Rod of Ages and just go for, like, or maybe not her Rod, but... I'm worried that she might die because she doesn't have Randuin's or something. I feel like Randuin's could be so crazy. Hopefully I'm the one that dies so she can carry, because, I mean, even though I was able to do it last time, I still feel like the best outcome is not through me. Yep, I died way too fast. Goodbye. That's crazy. But anyways, thanks for watching. That's how Viktor is played inside of Arena, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, bye.